Hey guys and gals, Randy here, aka Randlove, and today we're going to be looking at the Trangia stove and a homebrew beer can, soda can stove. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be loading them up with some heat. Same measurements, we're going to put about 1 ounce of fuel in each one of these, and we're going to light them up and see how long they last. In other words, which one is more efficient with 1 ounce of fuel. This might be helpful to you, so stay tuned. We'll come right back. Okay everybody, what we've done is we've loaded them up with 1 ounce of fuel, and we're going to crank them up right now. And we'll start the timer. Let's see how they go. I'm going to let this run the whole time through to see how long it actually runs. Kind of hard for the camera to pick up the timer, but I'll give you the little countdown. And I don't quite understand why the Trangia likes to burn that yellow flame like that. It's doing really well. Both of them are in a full bloom. This little one is really a slick little alcohol burner. I bought that one at an outdoor store. Some guy had made a bunch of them and was selling them for $7 a piece, and I was too lazy to make one myself, so I bought one just to see how it would work. Love the Trangia stoves. They're absolutely bulletproof. They've been in business for just about 90 years. With a product like that, with something that is pretty much bulletproof, works all the time, very simple. I pretty much use that all the time when I go camping. That's got a really yellow flame, and I don't really quite understand why it's doing that. I'm using HEET. HEET usually does better than the other denatured alcohol. It's methyl alcohol. It seems to burn cleaner without any soot. Although with a yellow flame, I believe there's going to be some soot. Now this is interesting. You look at the little homemade stove and it's burning blue flame. And the Trangia stove is burning with that bright yellow flame. If some of you understand why it's doing that, you might want to let me know down below. I'll put a link in there. Don't quite understand why that's doing that. We got 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 30 seconds elapsed so far. I've used the little stove to boil 2 cups of water, and it's always come through, done a great job. Of course, the Trangia needs no accolades. It always works. It's a great stove to have. I own a couple of cook sets, the larger cook set. I think they call it the storm cooker, and the little mini. One's good for backpacking a long ways, and the other one is good for if you're car camping, or even if you want to throw it in your pack and you're doing several different day hikes, long hikes. Either one is good. Perhaps I'll do a review on those later, but for today we're just seeing how long each one of these lasts. Right now we have 3 minutes and 38 seconds. And at 3 minutes and 55 seconds, the homebrew alcohol stove just went out. 3 minutes and, what did I say, 55 seconds? Not very efficient. The Trangia is still going strong. Looks like you get more bang for your buck with the fuel with the Trangia stove. This is what I expected, but I really expected the little one to last a little bit longer than that. So you're going to put that in your pack and you're going to depend on it for, I assume, boiling water for your dehydrated meals. The efficiency of that stove is not so hot. You'll need to use a lot more fuel in order to get your boil going. For 2 cups of water, you're probably going to have to refill the little one at least a little bit, because it usually takes about 5 minutes with the Trangia to boil 2 cups of water, and right now we're looking at 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the Trangia, still going strong. I like to watch Hiram's videos. I'll put a link down below. He's the one that always does the comparison tests on boils and boil times and different stoves to see how long they last. I don't think I've ever seen him compare the same amount of fuel in the Trangia in a homebrew. Now, granted, homebrew stoves are going to differ from maker to maker, and another one might last a little bit longer, a little bit less. We'll call it 4 minutes just to round off. Right now, as Trangia is still going on at 6 minutes and 45 seconds. You know, they're doing something right. They've been in business for 90 years with this same identical stove, from what I understand. It's pretty amazing. What I thought I was going to do is I thought I would throw this little homebrew stove in the day pack, because I like to do a lot of day hikes. Got to have my coffee. And from time to time I'll bring a lunch and have a dehydrated lunch, a Mountain House or something out there. But I think what I'm going to do, seeing this, is take the Trangia stove. Plus you can, you know, put the top on it after it cools down and save your alcohol that's already in there. Going on 8 minutes and 10 seconds. The Trangia stove is still going. Looks like the Trangia is starting to flicker a little bit more heavily. We're coming up on 9 minutes and 40 seconds. Looks like it's about to go out. Just went through the 10-minute mark. Flickering pretty bad now. I figure it might last, it might go to 11 minutes. And while that's not putting out very much heat, it looks like there's just barely a flame in there now. So we're going to call that out at 11 minutes 15 seconds. Pretty amazing. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The homebrew alcohol stove versus the Trangia stove using 1 ounce of heat. This burned for 3 minutes and 50 seconds. This burned for 11 minutes and 15 seconds. using 1 ounce of HEET fuel. The alcohol stove was very much inefficient. The Trangia stove, very efficient, burning more than twice as long. So there you have it, folks. This is Gadget. We'll be back with more videos later. Thanks for watching.